Hi, Pike family. I am Amy Land. I'm a counselor at Guyan Creek Middle School. And I just want to share some really quick, easy tips on de escalation. So, when I say de escalation, I'm talking about instead of escalating a situation, trying to use certain tactics to bring the frustration down, bring the emotions down, and ultimately just have a more positive experience. Not all conflict and frustrations have to go negative. So, really quickly, I would say the first one would be to try to eliminate any power struggle. So, if you're struggling with your student, they're frustrated, emotions are high, and you're meeting them where they're at, it probably isn't going to go as well as you want it to go. So, just to keep in mind that we're the adults, and we don't have to match their energy. So if we can stay calm and be the peace, be the calm, eventually they will have to match our energy. So they'll bring themselves down. It won't get out of control that way. The second really quick tip I would say would be to try to hear them out. Sometimes, things get frustrated. We're all humans and we're quick to respond, quick to defend. But everyone, including ourselves, wants to be heard, wants to be understood. So that's a huge thing. If your if your kid feels like they are being heard and they are being understood, it just changes the dynamics completely. So an easy way to do this and make them feel like you're hearing them out is to just start with kind of repeating what you're noticing with a phrase like, "Oh, I hear you're upset because XYZ. I see that you're frustrated, da da da. I understand." So using those I statements in a positive way to initiate conversation. So my third tip for de-escalation would be basically to communicate. I would say to explain. So communication is key. Everyone says that, it sounds cliche, but communication is key, especially for an adolescent who is learning and growing. As adults, we're learning and growing every day. But especially at that age, things are new. They might not have a full concept, grasp, a full understanding of some things that we do. So helping explain to our kids what we expect of them, why we expect this, why we're asking for certain behaviors or certain actions. A lot of times we don't want to say why, and it's more of a respect. We feel like we shouldn't have to, that our kids, our students should understand us and just do what we say because of respect. It's that whole because I said so method. But unfortunately, a lot of times the because I said so method really doesn't work. And that's because they really truly need to understand certain things. They do need to have an understanding of why some things are the way they are, why they need to do certain things the way they need to do them. And that's just helping prepare them for life as well. My last but very, very important quick tip, and de-escalation, I could talk about all day. There's a million things, but the last quick tip would be to learn from these challenges. So just like anything in life, make a negative into a learning experience. When things don't go the right way, when heads are butting, when people are frustrated, when your student's frustrated and you might not have handled it the way you wanted to, or it just seems out of control, that's a learning experience, not only for them, but for you. You're learning about your child. You've known them their whole lives, but you're two separate people. We're always learning about each other. And not only are you learning to understand them, but they're learning to understand you. So just remember that. Keep an open mind and try to stay positive and recognize the good in each conflict, in each situation that might arise. So those are my 4 quick tips for you today. Just to go over them really quickly again, I would say eliminate the power struggle, hear them out, make sure they're heard and understood, explain and help them to understand, and then to just live and learn through those challenges together.